What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and welcome to this episode of the TH9 versus TH10 series. And it's going to be, in my opinion, a really good episode because it's going to feature some great raids. It was in a great war, and it shows the importance of it actually, which is why I wanted to go through it. So I hope you guys are pumped. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thought I'd get that out early. Let's have a little look at the war log. And yeah, it was Wiz Honor Face is the clan war, which is fronted by Powerbang the YouTuber. And so I'm going to tell you now that some of the things that we did on the TH10 front with the TH9s actually made us put us in a very favourable position. What I will also say is that there is a guy in our team called DLS, Dark Lord Sauron, and he has done a full war recap. No commentary, just sort of raids and music. So if you did want to see sort of all of the EE attacks this war, please head over to his channel. And I'll put a link to it in the description. So I think you'll struggle to find it by searching his name. So just check in my description, you'll find it. But yeah, let's have a little look. The first one I want to show is the attack on number 6. Now, it's obviously since been 3-starred. It is a TH10. But earlier on in the war we did get the TH9 to take it down. So I'm going to scroll all the way back in the war. You might get a little insightful look at the war log here, but let's see if I can find the attack on number 6. There we go, by Nuke. I'll also explain why doing this in this manner, why taking down the TH10s with not TH9s really helped us win the war, and it'll become evident as I explain it. But the point is, there's a lot of Town Hall 10 anti-3-star bases, and the problem is when you put an anti-3-star base up for a Town Hall 10, you make it very easy to get the 2-star, which means your Town Hall 9 life becomes a lot easier. So a lot of these attacks are versus sort of anti-3-star bases. So it's just to highlight what you can do. All these raids, are a perfect example of that, and it's just maximising the use of loons and a mini sort of go whiz rush sort of thing. Well, it's not even a go whiz, you'll see what I mean in a minute. But he's using a hound to distract the air defence, getting the loons to take down a huge layer of defence. As you can see, quite a lot of loons are down all at one point. Unfortunately, he didn't get that arch tower. Now, thankfully, he'd saved a couple of loons for the back end anyway, or he'd saved a couple of extra loons just to get that extra archer tower. What it's meant now, if you look at all the way down the side, he's already whipped up 10% there, but look from about, 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock to about 3 o'clock, he's got all that percentage, 16 minions as well to just drop on there. Now he's got a couple of archers and a healer just to distract the hound, because it can just sit there for the whole of the raid. There's, 9 times out of 10 in a Town Hall 10 army CC there is a hound, so taking the healer and the archers is always a good shout when you're going to do this sort of attack, because yeah, you're probably going to face it. You can see what he's doing, dropping the golem down to do a little bit of tanking, dropping the queen down because he's got 2 golems, and because the Town Hall is so close, all he needs to do is get his king and queen to go sort of towards it, drop a rage spell down, get his king to do a little bit of tanking. He can run ahead while the queen just sits on the Town Hall, puts some early shots in, and then it's going to go down quickly. Meanwhile, he's already thinking about percentage now. He's going to time his queen ability, and there goes the minions. Look, you're just watching the careful deployment of them. Just wants to make sure he can get all the percentage he can. And rightly so, because he's earned it by using all those loons at the start of the raid to get the to free him up. So already you can just tell it's the percentage is just piling in. I'm just going to speed this bit up because we all know what's happening here. There's the 2-star, carrying on with a bit more percent as well. I think he's dropped a couple of another building at 12 o'clock. You could have potentially got I would have said the elixir storage, but I don't think you actually could. 55%. I think that's just about it for the raid, and yeah, 55% 2-star by Nuke. So yeah, really does help, and I'll explain why now. If you look, number 6, number 4, number 3 and number 2, were all taken down by Town Hall 9s, which meant that we could almost forget about those Town Hall 10s. And what it actually meant is that if I flick through the the actual recap now, 7 was a Town Hall 9, so one Town Hall 10 dip. Let's see if there's any more. There's another one. There's another 2. Another one, Mang. So what we've been able to do, another one by GGF, is we didn't have a great war. A great war is when you don't need to dip with the Town Hall 10s. You can use all Town Hall 10 attacks for 3-star attempts on Town Hall 10s. So we did have to dip to get the perfect war in fair, which is all Town Hall 9s 3-starred and all Town Hall 10s 2-starred. But what it allowed us to do is, because we got those first hits in with the Town Hall 9s, it allowed us to use Town Hall 10s to take down the harder bases. So in terms of a strategy, that was why it was important. Again, you can see in this example, offset Town Hall, 11 loons brought in with him, couple of hogs as well, 18 minions. Now watch this. Haste down to get the first archer tower. About 4 loons dropped in there. There were a couple of Teslas, which was a little bit worrying for him. I don't think he needed the... he didn't quite need the haste on the bottom set then, and then finally just sent in the haste with the loons on their top part. Sent in a couple of hogs as well to go and get the CC pull. Looks like a goblin, a hound. I'm assuming there's an extra troop there. It might be like a little wizard tucked away. Using the poison to take down the goblin and the other troop anyway. Going to use the healer and archer trick to lure and lock the hound. You can see he's found a nice little spot down at 6 o'clock. The healers are on, and the hound is going to go and get locked over there now. He's going to look at his entry point, girl him down, a couple of wizards to funnel. Just need to all you need to do is get the queen and the king going the right way, which is towards the town hall. The king to tank, the rage to help them in. See here, look, there go quad quake down to break in. Golem's redirecting in nicely. Wizards creating that perfect funnel. Is that a pecker? Yep, little pecker in as well on this one. So added because the town was a little bit further in. He just wanted to get a little bit of extra firepower. All he needs to do though again is get the queen into the position where she's going to take the town hall down. After the arch tower, she will have a little look. There she goes. Pecker and the king run up front. Queen sits back, slams that town hall. It's only a level 23 queen, so it's not like a level 30. And now let's have a look what he does with the minions. Huge widespread. He's cleared all that percentage around. Those loons have just done a great job for him, and you can see you combine using either the rage or the haste or whatever you need to do to get those key defenses down. Just identify which ones are covering the air, shall we say, that are going to take down your minions. And then you can do the same for ground troops as well, actually. If you take down sort of certain mortars and or whatever, so that then you can free yourself up to drop archers down. You can do the same for hogs, send in little groups of hogs to take down defences. But I'd always say that loons, you're always a little bit safer than hogs, because spring traps, bombs, anything. There's more that can go wrong, I think. But 58%. I don't know if he's going to whip any more last percentage out. He is just about going to get up to 60%, which is beautiful. And there you go, another Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 10. Moving to the next one, number 3, we've got Pliny again. So Town Hall 10 offset, big group of loons, big group of minions, healer archers. You see Earthquake. You're seeing a pattern here, guys. And if you can do this the same sort of way, just use those Town Hall 9s to take down the anti-3-star bases. Make it so your Town Hall 10s aren't wasting those attacks. You're going to just make certain parts of the war a little bit easier for you, particularly if you do need to dip. Now, as I said, dipping isn't the best thing. You don't always want to you want to be aiming to get all your Town Hall 9s to 3-star, all the Town Hall 9s, but again, you'd be freeing up Town Hall 10 hits for 3-star attempts. So whatever way you look at it, you do get a distinct advantage by doing a Town Hall 9 on a Town Hall 10, if you can afford to do it, because you know that your Town Hall 9s are going to be able to get away with it, should we say. So he's taking down the defences. He's doing his mini little rush in. Look, nice easy route to the town hall that's sort of almost away from the heroes a little bit, making a nice little funnel, dropping the earthquake in. boom, nice route in, golems redirect, queen down, funnel's done. In fact, he threw an extra wizard. I was going to say then you need to make sure that the storage goes down and the queen redirects in, which he did. Rage spell going to help down the king and the queen in a second, I'd have thought. And then and then it's done. And then yeah, there you go. Look, queen and king sat in rage. Oh, the wizard came up and has gone and helped hit the queen. Actually, I think the town hall's almost dead already, and you're going to see a huge spam of minions in a second all around the base to get the extra percentage. So I know this is a little bit repetitive in terms of a strategy and a video to show you. They are obviously all different bases, but again, hopefully it will sink home just the way, the method in which you do this sort of attack. It sort of speaks for itself anyway. A lot of people think, well, this is kind of obvious, but it does. For those of you that haven't thought about it, don't write it off. You don't need max heroes. You can. And it is relatively easy to do, providing you can get the right amount of loons and spells to get the key defences down. Final one is again by Nuke. Let's have a little look at the base. More central town hall this time, so he's going to go. He has got a few loons, a few minions. I think he's got 3 golems this time, so a little bit heavier on that side. He has got a max queen, so he does need to push in that a little bit deeper. I presume he's going to come in from about 3 o'clock, I would have thought. Maybe even 4 o'clock. We're going to see in a little bit. Loons down. See raged hogs in then. So he has combined in a little group of hogs which are going to help take down the couple of defences there. Spring tracks have pretty much wrecked them though, which is again a risk I spoke to you about a few minutes ago, which is it's nice that it's actually come in to prove my point. Oh, early drop on the archer there to pull the loon out of the poison. Hopefully, yeah, but it still went down. Unfortunately, though, a couple of skellies have come over, which is kind of annoying for him because he might struggle to get... minion. Good idea. Is that going to finish the skellies? Good idea on that. Unfortunately, and he did pull it away, but the minion's following him. He's got to be quick now, I think, because he doesn't want that minion to pop the hound. Couple of golems down, wizard's creating the funnel. You can see he's going in sort of 330, I think is the angle. You can earthquake straight in. Yeah, you can see it there. Look, perfect little earthquake, broke in. Everything's redirected in. Giants now, because he wants to tank the Inferno beams, he's dropping the Giants in the CC, so that's a key point. And the Giants will actually help with a bit of DP damage per second as well, particularly under Rage. They're in, the King's in, King's going after the Queen. Queen's sat in the perfect little spot to get to the Town Hall. Look, Town Hall's about to go down, 3, 2, 1, splat, there it is. And now he's just going to be focusing on the cleanup. All the minions down. Look, the hound is dying quicker, so he doesn't want all his minions to sort of be distracted by that, but it looks like he is going to come into a little bit of bother when that does pop, unless he can get all the percentage early on. But there's so many minions and so widely spread. He's going to get a huge percentage, I think, on this one. Absolutely great raid. Yeah, 19 seconds left. Let's see what we've got. 54. I think you're going to get up to close to 60 again, actually. The minions take down the gold mine. Come on. Anyone? No, we're going to finish on 59. But that's fine. So, there you go, guys. That is some sweet Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 10 2-starring. You're rarely going to see Town Hall 9 3-star on Town Hall 10s. But it did make... it did give us a huge advantage in the war. So, something I'd recommend doing, something in particular scenarios. And you can see the way to do it. Just identify defense. It's all about the percentage game. If the Town Hall's easy to grab like that, you can just do a minimal kill squad. Spells aren't a huge thing. You just need the one rage spell to get that queen onto it. So I hope this has highlighted that point for you. And yeah, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I do read all the comments and I do like to see what you guys have to say. So hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace.